Hello and welcome to 5 Minute Inspirations. I'm Larry Hunter. I'm your host, and I appreciate you taking a listen today, checking out the video. And I want you to make sure that if you like it, if it helps you, give me a thumbs up. And also, I want to encourage you to subscribe to my channel as I'm going to be making more videos, just giving you insights, just giving you things that will encourage you. For a long time, actually, I've been reading the Bible, and something that's always intrigued me was how many of the Jews back in Jesus' day they missed the fact that he was what they were believing for. He was the Messiah, but many of them didn't recognize him. And why was that? Gosh, they missed the very hope that they held for years and years. A manly man, Messiah, come on the scene and set things right. Liberate them from the bondage that they had been under for years and years. And here Jesus comes in a manger. That's where the animals stayed at, but that's where he was born. Think about this also. They were expecting some great orator to get up before the masses of the people and to set the law and order, to really get things right. Well, here Jesus, at the age of 30, he started his public ministry, and as he would teach in the churches, he's teaching on love and love one another and live humbly and stuff like that. The Jews wasn't looking for that. They had a different expectation. And as a result, they missed the answer that God sent to them, the Messiah. We do the same thing. Something that when I'm counseling, I always say this, is that when you're believing God for something, leave the hows and the winds in God's control. Okay? Leave the hows, how it's going to happen, and the winds in God's control. He can handle that. Okay? And I want to, that's actually the point that I want to make today, because you believe in God for something. I know you are. I am too. Hey, don't mess with the hows and the winds, because see, with the Jews, they didn't recognize the Messiah when he came. Because think about it, even when Jesus went into Jerusalem, he went into Jerusalem riding on a donkey. What? The Jews had it in their mind a different way that the Messiah would come and take over and set things in order. But God chose to do it in a very different way. He answered them, but it wasn't the answer in the way that they expected. So I want to help you to avoid doing that as well. When you pray, believe God for something, he can take care of it. Leave the hows and the winds in his control. I got to tell you about this story. Just happened a few days ago. If you didn't know it, we're in Thailand. My wife and I are in Thailand. We're serving as missionaries here, and we haven't been here very long, so we haven't had a chance to learn too much of the language at all. The other night, we found this mall, wasn't too far away, so they have something here called Grab that's similar to Uber that we know in the United States and in many other countries. So I contacted Grab on my app, and we got a ride out there to the mall, hung out, and then when it's time to go, I'm gonna grab the Grab app, gonna call from my phone and get somebody to pick us up. So I did it, and then it said that, it tells you what kind of car to look for. This is gonna be a white Toyota, something or another, and then it tells you the license tag number to look for. Got it. So I made them call, and we're waiting to get back. We had gotten a few groceries and bought a few things, so we had bags and everything that we're trying to get back to our apartment. A little bit of time went by and nothing. And then this dude in a gray car, a smoke gray car, he rolls his window down and he motions for us to come over and get in. I explained to him in pure English that, okay, I appreciate your sincerity and that you want to go ahead and take us to our apartment because you're right here, but I actually already called somebody on my phone and I'm waiting for them to come, so it would not be fair to them if we were to jump into your taxi and go head on back. I appreciate the fact that you're willing to do that for us, though. Thank you very much. I said all of that in my best English. And he probably didn't understand any of it because he speaks Thai. And he said something back to me in his best Thai. That's how it sounded to me at this moment. That's how it sounds to me. And so he rolled his window up and I stepped back a little bit. He didn't go anywhere. He stayed right there. So I decided I was going to go to another spot. Me and my wife, we went to another area further up to wait for our white Toyota, blah, 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 with the license tag number that we were expecting. Okay, a few more minutes went by. I look out the side of my eye, and I noticed that homeboy done pulled on up. He was back there, and now he's pulled up again, right in front of me. I'm waiting in a new spot now. And he rolls his window down again. And I went over to the car. He went into the glove compartment, pulled out a piece of paper, showed it to me, explaining to me, blah, blah. It was all in Thai. I didn't understand any of it, the paper or what he was saying. But I think he was trying to establish to me that he was a legit taxi driver, that he would be safe, no problems. I said, okay, thank you, appreciate it, yeah, thank you. And so I backed away. He rolled his window back up. I backed way back this time. I'm like, I'm going to completely ignore him from this point on. So I did that. But after a while, I'm starting to wait, what's going on with our taxi, man? He's supposed to be here by now. What's going on? Because usually they say it's supposed to take about 3 to 7 minutes, and wherever they're coming from, they're going to be there for you. So I'm tripping a little bit. Where the dude at? A few minutes later, about 2 minutes later, the same guy in the smoke gray car rolls his window down. I'm like, well, let me go on over there because ain't nothing happening. My ride hadn't gotten here yet. Let me go on over there. So I went on over there, and he rolled his window down. He had the Google translation of what he had been trying to say. And then I read it in English, and it said basically, I'm the guy that you're waiting for. I had a problem with my car, the white Toyota, yesterday, and I had to put it into the shop. So they gave me this loaner car, this car to drive until my car gets fixed. I'm the guy you're looking for. I was like, whoa, are you serious? So that's what you've been trying to tell me this whole time? That's the reason why you stayed there and then you followed me up here and you kept talking to me about things? Because you're the answer that I've been waiting for. Whoa. So, I still think back on that and I just trip. I just think about that. I was like, how could we be? Well, what happened there? I had in my mind a certain way that it was supposed to happen. Legitimately so, because under normal conditions, the car that comes to get us is going to match the car that it described to me on my app, right? But this was a different condition. He had some work done on his car, so he has another car. So I understand that. I just told you that to emphasize even more so that when you're believing God for something, don't get hung up by thinking that it has to happen in a certain way or in a certain time frame. Leave the hows and the wins in God's hands, and you'll be all right. Okay? This is Larry Hunter, 5-Minute Inspirations. I thank God and I thank you for giving me an opportunity to share with you words that encourage and thoughts that inspire. Now, if you like this video, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. That'll encourage me to make more videos to inspire you and to encourage you along your faith walk. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.